I first met Laura at a CMI event down in Llanelli for leadership, and I found her quite an inspiring individual and somebody that I wanted to know more about. So I did a bit of research and decided that I already qualified as an ILM Level 7 Executive Leadership Coach. I felt that there was something more that I could give my clients. So having had a conversation with Laura, she described the Practitioner course for me, and I booked it from there, and I found the whole process really informative and really easy to book. What sets her and the company apart from the other training providers that I'm familiar with is her after course support. She really does have a genuine concern for the people that she teaches, and I have found that her constant Facebook messages, text messages and phone calls really useful and really helpful in terms of instilling that confidence in you that you actually can do what you set out to do. One of the techniques that I use a lot as a coach at the moment is the mapping across technique, which I use with clients who want to break habits. So a lot of the time people come to see me because they want to stop eating chocolate, they want to stop eating crisps, they want to lose weight. And that technique is something that I found very popular with my clients and something that has huge impact on their daily lives. So after I finished the NLP Practitioner course, I went on to the Coach course. As we know, our unconscious mind drives 95% of our behavior, and coaching through NLP allows you to dig into the unconscious mind and bring about real long-lasting behavioral change for your clients really quickly, which for me is quite different from the traditional approach to coaching that I'd experienced previously. So I'd highly recommend the NLP approach to coaching as certainly something that takes your clients to a whole new level. So as somebody with many years experience in learning and development, particularly in policing, I'm approached quite often for people asking advice about what to do with their personal development and their professional development. And often I'm asked about whether people should focus on becoming an ILM coach, a traditional coach, or NLP. And having experienced both, my advice would be absolutely to pursue the NLP route, purely because the techniques are quick, behavioral change for my clients is long-lasting, and you do see significant results because, unlike traditional coaching, with the NLP coaching, you are focusing very much on the unconscious mind. And as I've said, the unconscious mind drives 95% of our daily behavior. So why wouldn't you want to focus on digging into your client's unconscious mind? Recently, someone came to see me because they wanted to give up chocolate. However, having spoken to the individual for quite a few minutes, it became apparent that actually chocolate was not the issue. And having questioned my client a lot further, what I found was that through traumatic incidents that had happened to her in early years, she had developed agoraphobia and she had developed OCD, and actually had spent the last 15 years having a dreadful night's sleep. So she hadn't experienced, a lovely night's sleep for 15 years. And just after one session with this individual, she was able to break that habit of OCD, repeating the scripts that she had to tell herself in her head. And to the extent that she slept for 10 hours solid after one session with myself. So for me, the techniques that you get with NLP are truly life-changing for clients who have perhaps behaved or suffered in a certain way for many years. So having done the NLP Practitioner course and the Coach course, I was really into that momentum of learning, and it really spiked an interest that I had in all things around the unconscious mind. And I thought that exploring the Master's course would allow me to take my coaching ability to a whole new level. Without doubt, the best bit of the Master's program for me was the breakthrough. The 2-day breakthrough session that I did with my breakthrough partner was something unlike anything I've ever experienced in my entire life. I left the program feeling as if a huge weight had been lifted off my shoulders, and I had a very different outlook on life. I would say since completing the master's course, I am very much in control of my own emotions. I have a very stressful business and home life at the moment with lots of stuff going on, really exciting stuff. However, I am at an even keel, very calm and controlled about the entire thing. So whereas before, I think I probably would have felt quite anxious and overwhelmed, I'm able to very much control my emotional focus and look at things with a lot more clarity. So when I went on the Setting Up My Business course, I'd already had some training with Business Wales, which was funded by Welsh Government. But I found the Setting Up the Business course very focused on the coaching business, which was hugely useful for me. Lots of tips and tricks in terms of how to avoid some of the mistakes that Laura was kind enough to share with us, mistakes that she'd learned from that enabled us to avoid making those mistakes for us in our own business in the early days. So hugely useful and very valuable, particularly setting up a coaching business. And what I found really useful about the Setting Up the Business course was that there was a process that you could follow already suggested for you that you could tailor to suit your own business needs. So you weren't starting from scratch. There was lots of excellent material provided to you on the course, which was really, really useful. I went on the NLP sales course purely because one of the blockers for me was having been sort of 31 years in public sector, not having to pursue clients and to generate leads for my business. Making calls to clients was a big thing for me in terms of my levels of self-confidence. So the sales course was really, really useful in terms of understanding the benefits and the features and how to create value for clients in order to turn potential prospects into paying clients. That was a significant turning point in my business and my ability to run my business through sales. If you were going to consider Unleash Your Potential and having Laura Evans train you, I would say sign up straight away. And the reason I say that is I have spent many, many years in learning and development, and I've experienced many training events and trainers in my professional career. What I find with Laura is she is genuine in terms of her genuine concern for your well-being and your learning on the program. So not just the materials you get on the course and the after-course support, but her genuine concern about you and how you develop on the program is key. She's hugely energetic and is absolutely totally knowledgeable about NLP, really does know her stuff, and you can rest assured that you are learning from an absolute expert. I wish that I had found a lot of the techniques that I know now in my 50s, 30 odd years ago in my 20s, because life would have been very, very different for me then.